Hello and welcome to a presentation of Swyft Mobile for Salesforce for BlackBerry Dynamics. Swyft Mobile for Salesforce is the most secure way to access Salesforce and Salesforce data while mobile. As you can see from my phone screen, I have a number of different BlackBerry Dynamics applications across my page, such as the UEM client, BlackBerry Work, as well as the BlackBerry Access browser. But what I'm going to do today is hop into the Swyft Mobile for Salesforce app. Now, when a user opens up the Swyft Mobile for Salesforce app, they are going to see by default their menu. And their menu is going to display in turn their most recently accessed Salesforce app. That is to say, an app accessed via the Salesforce app launcher. In this case, I'm accessing sales. As a user scrolls across their app, they're going to see any Salesforce standard or custom objects they have access to. So for example, here I can see my accounts, my notes, my cases, my leads, and my reports. The user selects search from their bottom nav. They're able to search across their entire CRM database. They can also go into favorites and see any favorited records and objects that they've had access to. I'm going to go ahead and, for an example, open up dashboards and select one of these dashboards. As you can see here, Swyft Mobile Salesforce supports dashboards and reports from Salesforce as well. So all in all, you can kind of tell that the user experience that a user can expect with Swyft Mobile Salesforce is very similar to the Salesforce desktop experience as well as the Salesforce mobile experience. But of course, what Swyft Mobile Salesforce brings to the table is the BlackBerry security edge. So we can see here that I have the BlackBerry launcher on my screen. Whenever a user selects the BlackBerry launcher, they can easily cycle between different BlackBerry uh, Dynamics applications such as BlackBerry Work via the mail, BlackBerry Access browser as well, BlackBerry Edit to edit documentation. But what I'm going to do for you guys today is walk through a use case flow. So if I'm a user operating outside of the office using Swyft Mobile for Salesforce, I'm going to want to know what I have to do on a given day. So in that right, I would access my activities such as events and tasks. I'm going to go ahead and open up my tasks. And you can see here that I have 2 tasks set for the current day. Now let's say I already completed one, I can easily check that off. But I want to view some additional information about this follow-up with Michael task. Now when I open that task, what I can see is the compact layout for that task record. I can go into details to view some variation of notes regarding this particular task. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is, since I already know that my task is to simply follow up with this individual, is open up that individual's contact record by selecting his name. Inside the contact record, I can also see my compact layout, some extra menus at the bottom. I can see my action bar at the top, and I can see more actions if I go ahead and select the ... more button. But let's say I do want to reach out to this Michael individual. First, I'm going to try to call him. So you can call them just by simply selecting the call button within Swyft Mobile Salesforce. But maybe instead of calling him, I want to email him instead. So I'm going to go ahead and select that email. And it's going to bring up an email directly in the BlackBerry Work email client. That is to say, that email, once selected from Swyft, is not going to open up in Gmail. It's not going to open up in Apple Mail. It's only going to open up in that secure BlackBerry Work email client. So let's say I want to send him a quick note. And fire that off. Now I can jump back into Swyft Mobile for Salesforce, and let's say I want to take a little bit of more look at the contact record for Michael. I can go into details and see all the individual standard and custom fields on that record. Say I've taken a look at all of that, and now I'd kind of want to see a little bit more about the company that he works for, Hook Concrete. Maybe I want to refer to their website. You can see here we have the website field listed in the compact layout. I'm going to go ahead and select that, and you'll see that as opposed to opening up in Safari or Google Chrome, that website URL from Swyft Mobile Salesforce is only going to open up in the BlackBerry Access browser. We just so happen to have the website URL set for blackberry.com. Jumping back into Swyft, let's say I want to see the last correspondence I had with Hook Concrete. I want to see what the last sales call that took place was. I can select related, And from there, I can see all the individual objects related to that parent object. I'm going to go ahead and select call reports. And I'm going to go ahead and just select one of these. And here I can see a custom object visible within the Swyft Mobile for Salesforce application. I'm going to dive back into Hook Concrete. And let's say I ended up doing a sales call with these guys. It went really well, and they want me to go ahead and send them a proposal. What I can do is I can select related. I can go into files, and let's say I want to send them this business agreement file. When I select that file in Swyft Mobile for Salesforce, what it's going to do is securely preview within the application. And then if I wanted to share that, if I select the share button in the top right-hand corner of my screen, I'm only seeing the secured BlackBerry Dynamics applications that I can share this file to. I can also use something such as BlackBerry Bridge to share it with secure Microsoft 365 applications. But today, what I'll do is I'm just going to push it over into a ISV application for BlackBerry called iAnnotate. When I select that, you can see it pulls up this file securely in this BlackBerry ISV application, and I can do things such as sign this file if I wish to. So I finished my sales call, and now I simply just want to tell everyone, that I closed this account, so they can cheer me on and wish me great accolades. If I select that post button from directly within the account, that action button, what it's going to do is let me create a chatter post. And when you post that, certain users as part of your team might receive push notifications with the Swyft Mobile for Salesforce application that have been following that particular account. As you can see with Swyft Mobile for Salesforce, the sky's the limit with what you're able to do with Salesforce via your mobile device, while still empowering your mobile users with the security of BlackBerry Dynamics. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and if you have any questions, please reach out to your Swyft representative. Thank you.